So it's been a while since I made a video, but I figured since I've got makeup on today, I may as well just make this video now. Wow, I feel like I'm talking very fast. I might be talking very fast. Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Ari, and I have a plethora of health-related issues, thus the channel being mostly about chronic health stuff. So the film I made is out, my documentary's out, that's super exciting, but I did have a lovely health update for you. So, I had some tests done, and it turns out that I am hyperthyroid. Now, it's very interesting because my body does not act like everybody else's does when they have hyperthyroidism. So essentially, I should have gotten thinner. I actually put on weight. I have had chills, which I should just have hot flashes apparently, but I have hot flashes at night and sweat profusely. I also should have anxiety, which I do, 100%. I'm very depressed also, which I keep talking about, and it may actually be my thyroid stuff, which actually makes so much sense, because I figured it was something hormonal going on for the last couple years, and I didn't really feel 100% listened to be honest. So, fly away, eyelash, stop it. So now that I have a doctor that's listening to me, I'm going to get treated for it. Yay! And ideally, it'll hopefully go away. Well, you know, it's not like I have a thyroid to make it go away, but the idea is that the symptoms will not be so prevalent. My thyroid will, you know, even out with the medication, which again, don't have the thyroid, but the medication is there to therefore do the thing. And hopefully I will feel better, because I have felt like such utter garbage and my temperature has been all over the place. I'm either freezing or too hot. There's no in between. And having the amount of depression that I've had, and it be so dark and dingy and dreary inside of my brain at times, and then just like the not wanting to do anything and just like sit around and just be a vegetable and like be a tomato. I guess I was trying to make a tomato and a potato hybrid there. Tomato. Wow. Maybe that's something we gotta draw. I'm gonna have to write that down. Tomato. Tomato. Potato. Anyways. So there's that. And it was like something that has been going on for a long time. All of these symptoms, and they've really been bothersome and caused a lot of issue for me. And it's been very discouraging. I'm very grateful that a doctor listened to me, and then we looked into it. And my kidneys are on like the lower side ish, but not kidney failure. I'm just not filtering like I'm guessing I should be. So I'm trying to like drink more water and take some things supplementary wise, and ideally I might actually be able to go off a medication, which I thought was odd because I've been on it for 20 years. So that's a little worrying to some degree, but hopefully going off of it will actually help me in the long run. So there's that. I guess if I don't need it anymore, right? Yeah. And my other doctor said that after the conversation that I had with him today, that hopefully I'll be able to feel better, and then the other medication that I'm on that's supposed to be helping the mast cell stuff will actually be able to help the mast cell stuff once the thyroid stuff is sorted out, because apparently, and I knew this because I looked it up and was researching it the other day through research portals and all sorts of good stuff, not Google, by the way. Even though you can use Google Scholar and whatnot. But anyways, all of that aside, thyroid stuff can actually correlate with mast cell stuff. So if your thyroid is amok, your mast cell stuff might be amok. So it kind of gave me hope that maybe through this like working on my thyroid stuff and bringing that stuff back to a normal level, maybe my mast cells won't be so agitated and irritated, and the Xolair will actually like help me to be able to go out into the world a bit more and not pass out every 2 seconds. So that is exciting, because I was trying to figure out why was it so different back in 2019, and what was it that made it that the Xolair worked. And talking with the doctor today, they were like, yeah, you know, it makes sense. So I'm very grateful for that. I'm very excited, although I'm exhausted, but I'm very excited about that, and I'm hoping that things will be on the up and up. But it's going to take like 3 months or more for it to like maybe start to work, because I have been so exhausted with the hyperthyroidism. Like I haven't done much of anything. I haven't played hardly any games. I've been doing some more art because I'm finding it a lot more relaxing because of the anxiety I have and all of that kind of stuff. And the world just seems to be amok, which I really don't like personally. Like, I really don't understand why people can't just get along and live and let live, but that's just me. I wish people were kinder to one another and less dickbags, you know? So there's that. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to give you guys a bit of an update on that because it is something that has been impeding on me making videos in general. It's why I started switching to short form content for the majority of my channels because I just don't have the oomph to sit and edit. I don't have the oomph to, you know, move files around and do all of this stuff on top of trying to, you know, do other stuff like doctor's appointments, which take up so much time, or other appointments, which take up so much time. I'm also going to be seeing a neurosurgeon about my brain, obviously, because that's what neurosurgeons focus on, is your brain. I've got that cerebral, I can't even remember what it's called now. It's the mulberry in my brain. Oh my goodness. What is it called? I have to look up mulberry brain. Mulberry brain. Cavernous malformation. Cerebral cavernous malformation. There we go. And memory problems are, you know, a part of that, apparently. I don't know. Maybe. But I'm seeing a neurosurgeon about that. Not for a couple more months. Because that's how our medical system works. And that's fine. I don't mind waiting. I would like to talk to them about stuff because of some of the symptoms I've been having brain-wise, but the brain fog stuff could also be related to the thyroid stuff. So having that all sorted out, it's fog, and I'll be able to have conversations with them about like what are my options with the location of this thing. Should I have surgery? Should I not have surgery? Are we even considering surgery? Probably not considering surgery because of where it is my guess, but I don't know. You know, what are the risks and benefits of that kind of stuff? What kind of symptoms do I have to look out for if it does potentially pop, right? I have heard that, like, if I have stroke-like symptoms, you know, facial drooping and numbness and loss of consciousness, that I should go to the ER. I do have loss of consciousness on a regular basis, so I don't think that it's bleeding because I probably wouldn't be able to sit here and talk if that was the case. But it's just kind of being in the know, right? Having the information that I need to have so that I'm in the know. If I have symptoms or if someone sees me having symptoms, they know to call 911 or get me to the emergency. I know there's some risks attached to having something like a cavernous malformation. There are people that have them and live relatively normal lives. It's probably why I get a lot of the headaches that I get, which would make sense, apparently. So there's that. So is there certain kinds of migraine medication or something that I could use to treat it, right? Like, there's a lot of questions around it that I have, and hopefully they'll be able to answer. I do tend to ask as many questions as I possibly can and also get as much information as I can at each doctor's appointment. So when I do talk about like advocating for yourself, the majority of it is literally doing that. Writing your questions down beforehand, knowing what you're going to ask them, asking those questions, writing down the answers, especially if you have memory problems like myself, and then taking that with you, studying that stuff to the point where you know that these things could potentially happen, but not focusing on it and making it your life to dwell on those things, right? Like, if I sat here, or anywhere for that matter, in my place, and just dwelled on the fact that, oh, this could happen, that could happen, you know, imploding brain, or whatever, it's not going to be productive. Like, I'm not going to want to do art, I'm not going to want to stream, I'm not going to want to make any videos, I'm going to get depressed and withdraw from everything. And for me, that's bad. I'm already relatively isolated, so doing something like that is just going to make me even more so isolated, which I know is going to impact my mental health bad. So, yeah, there's that. Anyways, I hope that you guys enjoyed this little update video. I apologize for talking so fast. I feel like I'm talking like an auctioneer for some reason. And I don't tend to edit out myself because I do say weird words and that kind of thing, and that's part of who I am. And I'm not embarrassed of it. I am dyslexic. I do have a cavernous malformation. I get tongue-tied. Life is filled with interesting things like our own words. So I hope everyone has a wonderful day. Thanks to the new subscribers. Thanks for being here and being patient with me and being understanding that I don't always put content out here on this channel, but I am doing the best that I can. And hopefully with my thyroid stuff evening out whenever that happens, changing my meds, I'll be able to make more content more frequently, which is something I keep saying I want to do, but I have been unable to do so because of my body and it being a boob. So hopefully it'll be less booby like, and I'll be able to do the things. Yes. So thank you so much for being here. And I'm gonna go before I, auction off things or something. I don't know. Bye.